cut it off though.
Alright, rock and roll. Good, Ivy?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Let's shoot you the links.
Okay. Alright. This is special. This is a great moment, man, here at the Sports Desk. Me and Black are very, very excited today, man. You are here for the Sports Desk, another episode, man. Episode 67 of the Sports Desk, but it's a special one, man. We're a part of the Fly Socks and Tees 7 digital festival, man, put on to you by the NPN Network and Mr. Al Pete, the legend, man. So we're just very, very excited today. We are streaming live on multiple platforms right now. So, Black, how you feeling, man? And are you excited as me?
Man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Happy to be back here at the Sports Desk, man. Fly Socks and Tees, MPN, Al Pete.
Yes, sir.
Man, we doing big things, man.
Yes, we are. So we have a lot to get into today. A lot. We're going to go ahead and throw this intro down, man. And then, Black, I was pissed off by the great Charles Barkley early in the week. We're going to get into that after we kind of get into
Some of the biggest lines that I've ever heard of in my whole life. I love it, my brother. That's a lie, Hulk Hogan, and that's enough to get me out. But what you said to Elizabeth is enough to get me to the boiling point, yeah. I love Elizabeth. Hulk Hogan, you say you love Elizabeth? I got news for you, man. I got news for you. Elizabeth is gonna be in the corner of the Macho Man Randy Savage at WrestleMania 5, yeah. And let me tell you something. You say you love me like a brother. Well, listen to this, Hulk Hogan. I hate you. I hate your guts. And that's what's gonna be left all over the mat after WrestleMania 5.
His very first move as the executive was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack.
The Sports Desk. Listen to the Sports Show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Again, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. Episode 67 of the Sports Desk. I'm your man's, one of your favorite sportsologists, Dedrick L. Hicks Jr. in the building one more time.
And this your man, Black. We back. One of your favorite sportsologists in the building.
Yes, sir. As I stated earlier, man, Fly Socks and Tees 7. Fly Socks and Tees 7. Mr. Al Pete, the NPN Network, man. We are so very honored to be a part of this festival, man. We're going to do our thing here today, man. So we're very excited once again. So, Black, of course, you know, we love sports here at the Sports Desk. That's a no-brainer. But every once in a while, Black, we have to kind of address some type of just idiotic rhetoric, some disgusting conversations that just shouldn't be said. Some things just shouldn't be said, Black.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play you this clip from the great Charles Barkley and just see what you think about it, because I want to know if you think it was necessary.
Get the poster. Get the poster ready for us.
Okay, Jesse, you got Portland. All right, Charles.
Ew.
You got the poll ready for me, Ernie? No, you can't start a bold prediction with an if.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you something. They got to get in first. I'm going to tell you this. If the Portland Trail Blazers get in the playoffs, they will beat the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round.
Ooh. Oh, that is bold. Ooh. That is bold.
Okay, Black. So for all those who couldn't hear, the audio kind of faded out towards the end. The great Charles Barkley set up on national television and said that the Portland Trail Blazers, who are currently the 10th seed in the Western Conference, not even in the playoffs right now, but if they make the playoffs, Black, that they will indeed knock off the Los Angeles Lakers in the playoffs in the first round. That is what Charles Barkley is predicting. Now, Black, how do you feel about that? And most important, like I asked you a few seconds ago, Black, was this necessary? And why was this put out here, Black?
Bro, we used to hearing Charles be idiotic when he's talking, man, talking out the side of his neck. Like, bro, stop being disrespectful, man. I understand. No, don't get me wrong. I respect the Trailblazers. I would, if we did play each other in the first round, you know, they're a very respectful first round matchup.
Okay.
But we getting them out of here in 6. So Charles, chill out with the nonsense, man. You know better than that. You just trying to get people to listen and tune in. So Lakers in 6, man.
Look, man. Look, this is the stuff that pissed me off. Like, why was this even said? Why are we having this conversation about the 10th seed of Portland Trailblazers potentially knocking off the number 1 seed Los Angeles Lakers? Black, did LeBron James retire?
No, he didn't.
Did Anthony Davis retire?
No, he didn't.
I mean, are the Los Angeles Lakers out there with a bunch of replacements in the bubble?
Yeah, they really shitting on our guard play right now, though, bro. So that's where it's coming from. Our guard play is not superior right now.
Well, who do we have on our team?
We have LeBron James on our team and Anthony Davis on our team.
LeBron James.
Look, we need to look, man. I'm not even gonna get fired up like I want to because I know Chuck probably did this for TV. I do a little bit of entertainment myself, so I understand. Sometimes you got to kind of roll it out there and get people to pay attention and listen and have something to say the next morning on sports radio and sports TV. I understand, but Charles Barkley, you need to stop it, please. Now keep that same energy when we beat the Blazers in 5.
Oh, you want 5?
Yes.
Okay.
It's only one player that make me nervous on their team, and he can't beat us by himself, and that's Dame Lillard.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I ain't worried about nobody else. I mean, I'm sure CJ McCollum will get in there and make it, happen for us, but I ain't worried about Nurkic. I ain't worried about none of them other Hassan White. I ain't worried about it. I'm not worried about it, bro, because they can't do nothing against the Kane, and they can't do nothing against Anthony Davis. What is their 1-2 punch? What two players on their team gonna get us out of here, bro?
They hoping Melo gonna bail them out.
Man, come on, man. Melo might drop them boys 8 points. Melo might shoot them boys an 8-piece, man. Well, hey, Charles, cut it out, bro. When I saw it, I got really mad on the inside, but something inside of me said, hey, D, don't get too upset. You know this is absolute pure rhetoric. Pure rhetoric. All right, man. So, we just had to get it off our chest here at the Sports Desk, man. Kind of loosen things up, man. So, let's go ahead and get into our start, bench, or cut.
Midnight music.
All right. So let's get into this week's Start Bitch Cut, Black. Now, Black.
I hope you're gonna bring it this week, man.
Okay. Now, it's only been 1 week when you had really something to say. It's only was one time you only had something to say. So cut me a break here, Black. But this was an interesting conversation because these 3 players. Now, maybe one of these players are not recent. No, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. But these 3 players have been talked about. These are young potential superstars to take over the NBA after LeBron James and James Harden. These guys go ahead and bow out. These are the next 3 guys. In my opinion, there's always conversation about these 3. Always. So here we go, Black. We're gonna talk about the youth in the NBA. All right. We have guard forward from the Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum, up on the list. We also have point guard. He can play shooting guard or forward for the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic. And then we have guard. That's all he can play. Out of Atlanta, sharpshooter, 3-point in your eye, Trae Young. So, Black, out of these 3 young hot shots, who you starting, who you benching, and who you cutting, Black? Talk to me.
That's a good one,
boy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start Jason Tatum.
Okay.
I'm going to bench
this one to get real.
Luka Doncic, and I'm going to cut Trey Young.
Wow, you gonna send Trey to the house?
Yeah, man, it hurts me to send him, but
Okay.
I gotta send him to the house.
Okay. All right, so here we go, man. I am also gonna start Jason Tatum. It was very, very, very close because I almost started Luka Doncic.
Really?
Yeah. Point guard. He got the ball in his hands at all times.
Okay.
But I'm gonna start Jason Tatum. I am also going to bench Luka Doncic, and I'm also going to send Trey Young to the house. You know, and don't get me wrong. You know, I believe these three players are the next superstars of the league. All three of them.
Absolutely.
All three of them. And then you got guys like Luka Doncic who, you know, they say he was in the MVP conversation at some point this season. And we also have another clip that we're going to play from Paul Pierce making a pretty egregious accusation using the good name of Luka Doncic. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit, Black. Because you know how we have to give it up for Paul. You know, how he gets to run his mouth and talk that talk, you know, week in and week out. So, yeah, so y'all let us know, all of our listeners out there, who you starting, who you benching, who you cutting. We got Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic, and Trey Young. Y'all holla at us, man, and let us know. All right, man, we're going to get into our sound of the week, man. And this one right here is an all-timer, man. Of course, if we're doing Fly Socks and Tees, man, we're going to be live. We got to put the greatest on the microphone ever on display. So we got the Blue Chipper, Rocky My Beer, up for the sound of the week.
How you doing, Mrs. Griffith? Sure, the Rock remembers you. 6th grade, home ec class, right? Do you remember how all year long the only thing the Rock wanted to do in your class was make pancakes?
Home ec? Rock took home ec?
Have you never let the Rock make his pancakes, did you? You wanted the Rock to make chocolate chip cookies, blueberry muffins, but never pancakes. And then right before summer vacation, you said, hey, Rock, tomorrow I got a nice surprise, because I'm going to let you finally make your pancakes.
What a memory.
And then the next day, you came to the Rock and you said, Rock, unfortunately, I'm all out of Aunt Jemima.
Uh-oh.
But that's okay. The Rock says this, hey, you still like to cook? Still like to bake bread? And you know your roles, right? Well, then the Rock says this, you should know your role and shut your mouth.
To his teacher. Yeah, man. So the Rock was given to his 70-year-old home ec teacher just because she simply didn't let the great one make some pancakes.
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
All right, man. So we're gonna transition over to our top 5. I always gotta love the Rock, man. The man is just so entertaining every single time that he is on the microphone, man. But like I said, let's transition into our top 5. Yo.
Midnight music.
LeBron James. Blue Sports Jets.
Hey, grab this to the sports desk.
Okay. So Black, last week, man, we did top 5 heartbreaking moments, things that broke our hearts when we watch sports, man. So this week, man, we're gonna transition to another emotion in sports. How many times, Black, have you watched a sporting event and something just gave you the chills? So we're gonna give our top 5 chill bumping moments in our sports history, Black. So kick us off, back. Hit me with your top 5.
All right, man. At number 5, I got Dame Dollar shot over the Thunder in the first round of the NBA playoffs.
Okay.
At number 4, I have Jameis Winston's touchdown pass to beat the Auburn Tigers for the national championship. At number 3, I have CM Punk in front of his home crowd in Chicago, beating John Cena at Money in the Bank to win the WWE Championship.
That was a great
And
one.
then at number 2, I have LeBron James, 45-15 at the Garden, Eastern Conference Finals, Game 6. And at number 1, I have the Kick 6, Auburn versus Alabama.
Ooh.
That right there, man,
Ooh.
chill bumps. Like, I don't know if you remember that night. We
I
was
do.
together that night.
Yeah, I do.
And I remember saying, D, I was like, D, look at my arm.
Yeah, I remember.
I had real goosebumps watching
I
that.
remember.
Because we were so hyped. We thought we was
Facts.
finna play the Alabama Crimson Tide finally. And no, sir. Auburn Tigers with the Pick 6.
Kick 6. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so my number 5 moment is the block. Game 7, LeBron James on Andre Iguodala. You just didn't see Bron coming. Like Richard Jefferson said, you just seen a black blur go across your TV screen, and that was the block. All right. Number 4, Sting returning in the black and white to WCW, coming from the rafters in the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Just couldn't believe it. I was a young lad. I think I was like in the 9th or 10th grade. My pops came in the room and woke me up. And he said, my nickname is Dee. He said, Dee, Sting back. Get up. Sting back. So he came and got me out when I did, and I seen it. Number 3, Jameis Winston to Kelvin Benjamin to win the national championship for the Florida State Seminoles, man. We was down bad that game. And the way we all came back and James threw that touchdown to win it was just special. Number 2, I'm going to switch it up. Amanda Nunes knocking out Chris Cyborg.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. What a moment that was.
Yeah.
Never seen Cyborg being handled in that way. And for Nunes, not only knock her down the first time, but then knock her out with that big overhand right.
Yeah.
And that's why she is the greatest of all time. And at number 1, plain and simple, baby, Kobe the Shaq. The lob, the dunk her around the world to finish off the Trailblazers in that playoff series, man. Staples Center just going crazy. Jack Nicholson hairpiece fell out his head. I mean, you just seen so much emotion and energy in the Staples Center, man. It was just so dope to see, man. So those are our top 5 chill bumping moments and in sports. So all of our listeners out there, please let us know. Talk to us, man. Talk to us. Let us know what your top 5 moments that gave you chills. Okay. All right, Black, let's move into our tweet of the week, man. And boy, Black, Ezekiel Elliott is pretty tired. He's pretty tired, Black. And you want to know what he's tired of, Black? He's tired of all these naysayers and all these people talking like he ain't the best in the game. He's sick and tired of it. So here we go from Ezekiel Elliott. Sorry for the break. All right, so he said, there's a lot of great backs in this league, but I don't understand why the media has to talk down on my game just to uplift other backs. We're all talented football players, and we can all ball. But check the stats. Since I entered the league, I have dominated year in and year out. Put some respect on my name. Almost 1,800 yards from scrimmage and 14 touchdowns with no training camp? And now I'm not the same back? Boy, I got a full training camp this year. Look out. Zeke, eat. And one more, Black. And we're going to talk about this. Unfortunately, Dak Prescott's going to be playing on a franchise tag this year. I mean, it's $30+ million, but that's not secure money. He should have got him a deal. But Dak Prescott's brother spoke out. We got Tad Prescott speaking out. There's a reason I never, ever was a Dallas Cowboy fan growing up. Or before they drafted Dak. And after today, who knows how much longer I'll be cheering for this team, even with my brother playing for them. Shout out for the bridge, All right, man. So we're gonna talk about this, Black, because I'm pretty upset about Dak Prescott playing on the franchise tag. But we're not gonna do that right now, Black. We are excited. You know what's almost here, Black? The return of the National Basketball Association, baby. We are almost there.
Come on, man.
LeBron James.
All right, Black, we almost there. So today is July the 19th. The NBA is back officially July the 30th. We get scrimmage games next Wednesday. The scrimmage games start next Wednesday in the Orlando bubble. But it's been so long, 5 months since we had basketball. And Black, I know who I picked to be, I know who we picked to be our champions, but I don't really know any of the other picks that we picked because it's been so long ago. So today, Black, let's repick the season.
Okay.
Let's repick it. We got 8 games. We got the playoffs. Let's really talk some basketball right here, man, so we can get it out there so anybody who want to holler at us about what we think, y'all can do so once they tip that ball up in a couple weeks. All right, Black, let's get straight to it, man. We got the playoffs coming up. Now, well, let's start with this. We got some teams trying to get into the playoffs. Let's start with the Western Conference, all right? So we got literally, 4 teams trying to get that 8th spot. Now, right now, the Memphis Grizzlies currently hold that spot. So you got teams like the Pelicans, the Spurs, the Kings, and who else we got? Portland.
Yeah.
So we got 4 teams trying to get after and get that 8th spot from Memphis. Like, I want to know who is the 8th seed, who you think will be the 8th seed in the Western Conference?
Man, I'm really, really intrigued by the New Orleans Pelicans, man. I really think them versus the Lakers for them to get that 8th seed and them versus the Lakers in the first round of the playoffs,
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome for TV. You have an up and coming Zion Williams, and then you have Melo Ball. I mean, you have Ball. You have Lonzo. You have Lonzo Ball. You have what's my guy name from the Lakers? Oh, crap, I forget his name.
Oh,
You got Brandon Ingram.
Josh Hart.
You know Josh
JJ
Hart.
Redick.
Yeah, JJ Redick.
Yeah.
You know you have those guys.
Yeah.
I would really love to see that, but I just have this feeling that Portland is gonna make that push that they need to make. But if I was picking, I gotta go with the New Orleans Pelicans.
So you picking the Pelicans
Yeah,
as the 8th seed?
yeah, be the 8th seed.
Like, I'm with you. I'm going with the Pelicans also. Now, I'm very close to sticking with Memphis. They got a nice young team, and you know what's different about their team? Them boys are killers.
Yeah, they are.
And them boys got a different type of attitude when they play.
They gave the Lakers everything this season when
Every time they play.
Every time
they play. But you know what? That boy John Morant, he got that Westbrook in him.
Yes, he do.
He a dog, bro. Like, I never forget when they played the Rockets right before the season froze up. He looked at James Hart and said, "Boy, you can't guard me. This a former MVP. This an automatic bucket."
Yeah.
And he telling this man, "Boy, you can't guard me."
And he absolutely right. He couldn't.
And he couldn't. He gave James Harden that work. So I like Memphis's attitude, but talent that they got in New Orleans, man.
Oh, yeah.
I really like it. Zion was a missing piece of that team all year. When Zion was inserted into that team, they exploded.
Yeah, they did.
B.I. was an all-star this year. J.J. Redick, a wildly veteran who can hit the 3 and still play some defense. Josh Hart can do the same thing. He can play some defense and he can hit the 3. They have a nice nucleus there, and I like the head coach, Alvin Gentry.
Yeah, and can't forget about Drew Holiday.
Oh, man, I'm tripping.
Yeah, can't
I'm
forget
tripping.
about Drew Holiday.
A tough point guard.
Yeah.
Look, I hear everybody screaming Portland, and I understand that. But the last time we seen Nurkic, LeBron James dunked on him. That's the last time we seen him before he got injured.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Lillard is hot and cold if you want to ask me when it comes to critical situations. You can look it up. Dame is a hell of a player, but you can look it up. C.J. McCollum, can he carry the load? I mean, I seen him do it in the Utah series last year for them to get a chance to play in the Western Conference Finals. But that Portland team got a lot of gelling to do.
Yeah, they do.
And don't get me wrong, would I be surprised if they make it? No, I won't be surprised, Black. Not at all. But I'm going to go with New Orleans because I think that's better TV.
Yeah.
If the playoffs start and you got Zion and LeBron, no matter how many games it goes, of course with the Lakers coming out on top, I'm watching every one of those games in excitement. Every last one of them. Not saying I won't watch the Portland games. Hell, at this point, I'm trying to watch the Orlando Magic versus the Chicago Bulls right now. I'm talking about I have some beer, some popcorn, pizza on the way and all.
We just want to watch some basketball, man. We don't care who playing, man.
I'm telling you, man. So, but I'm rolling with the Pelicans as well. So, all right, man, let's get into the playoffs. Let's talk about it. Let's go straight to the conference finals, man. Let's start in the Eastern Conference. Now, the East is unpredictable this year. Who's going to come out the East? There's a lot of options there, Black. Give me your 2 participants
It is
for the
a lot.
Eastern Conference.
It is a lot of options there. It's a lot of options there. The East is really wide open this year, but the 2 teams that I think that you gotta pay attention to is going to be the Boston Celtics because they're a great all around team and a great defensive team, and they play well together.
Yep.
And the other team will be the Milwaukee Bucks. You know, they have Giannis, they have Drew Bledsoe, Chris Middleton. You know, and those guys, and a lot of good role players coming off that bench, so they're pretty deep. But those are the two teams to watch in the Eastern Conference. In the Eastern Conference, that I think that's going to make a lot of noise. But I'm also going to keep my eye on the defending champs because no one is talking about them. No one is talking about them, so they kind of low key, you know, keeping it quiet. But I expect them to make some noise in the Eastern Conference playoffs as well.
Okay. I feel you. So I'm going to say my first team is Boston. I got Boston going to the Eastern Conference Final this year. But, Black, I really have a hard time with just saying Milwaukee is going to get there just due to the fact that they're having a great regular season. Now, they are a great basketball team, but I'm still struggling to say it because I'm looking at teams like the Raptors.
Okay.
I'm looking at teams like, honestly, I'm looking at the Miami Heat. And I'm also looking at the Philadelphia 76ers, who everybody is writing off.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, everybody writing them off. They came in a lucky bounce dribble of making it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
They did.
That was a Game 7.
Yeah, it was.
And you know what? If Philly would have got to the Conference Finals, they might have went to the NBA Finals last year. It took a lucky dribble off the rim to go in for Kawhi and the Raptors to advance.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pick them to go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Wow.
Yes, sir. I'm going to go Boston. I'm going to go Philly. I like Philly to beat Milwaukee in the playoff series. They have size, and they are long on the perimeter. Tobias Harris can cause problems for them. Chris
Got
Middleton.
to show up, D.
And I think he will. He's been quietly averaging 18 points this year. No one's talking about it. Ben Simmons going to the 4 position like his head coach is alluding to, that's going to be a problem. You got a 6'10 Ben Simmons. You got a 6'10 Tobias Harris on the wings. How can you defend that? How can you deal with that for 7 games? The length. Now, it'll be a shock to me if we actually see Ben Simmons at the small 4 position, but that's what his head coach alluded to the media last week. Ben Simmons could see some time at the 4 position. I would love to see it because they got other guys who can bring the ball up.
They do.
And the whole key is this. It's Joel Embiid. When Joel Embiid is locked in, he is the most dominant big man in the game. The most dominant. But what do we see from time to what do we see every other game from Joel Embiid? He's not showing up.
Have a good game. Next game, where is he to be found?
This man should not be scoring 2 points in the NBA basketball game. He did that this season. And Charles Barkley and Shaq railroaded him, rightfully so.
Yeah.
You can't do this, bro. So if Joel Embiid got that battery fully charged in his back and he ready to rock and roll, I just don't see how Philadelphia don't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals if they click it. And I think these 5 months, and everybody's written them off, even you, Black. Everybody's written them off.
I just hope they don't run into the Raptors in the playoffs, man.
You think the Raptors can get them?
The Raptors are low key good for real, D.
I got you.
We sleeping on them as well, man. Like behind the Milwaukee Bucks and the Los Angeles Lakers, you know who had the best record? The Raptors. You know, and that's without a superstar player on their team.
Yeah.
They got Kyle Lowry. They got P.L. Siakam. You know,
That's Siakam, sure.
Yeah, they have those guys. Like they're not superstar players yet. So them playing Philly, I would love to see that. I would love to watch that because the Raptors always give them problems in the playoffs that we've seen.
Oh yeah, we've seen
it.
And
not even. Let's take Kawhi out of last year. Even before then, the Raptors always gave Philly problems.
Facts.
Always. So I'm intrigued by if that matchup happens, but I kind of see what you're saying about Philly, but it's that matchup with certain teams that's gonna be the difference.
Okay.
And if they run into the Raptors, D, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think we're going to get some incredible playoff series in the Eastern Conference. If you look at, let's see here, if we look at the first 6 teams right now, we got Bucks, Raptors, Celtics, Heat, Pacers with Oladipo leaning towards playing. He's been saying he's come back. The Pacers are 39-26, the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference without Victor Oladipo.
Mm-hmm.
He's played a couple of games before the hiatus. And then, of course, you got the Philadelphia 76ers at 6. That's where it stops. You literally have 6 teams who you can really think about saying, oh, that team can get to the conference finals. That team can go. And in my opinion, 5 out of these 6 teams can go to the NBA Finals this year. 5 out of the 6 teams in the Eastern Conference can go to the NBA Finals.
Really?
Bucks, Raptors, Celtics, Heat, and 76ers. Look, Bam Adebayo is a problem for Miami.
Yes, he is.
And he's been a problem all year long. And you know the one player besides LeBron James who give Giannis Antetokounmpo fits? Bam Adebayo. Every time they played, them boys done went at it. They done locked horns. And they done went at it. And Adebayo not going to fade, bro.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Butler is a real general out there for those boys.
And they swept the Bucks in the regular season.
Yeah.
They swept the Bucks before basketball started.
Right.
The Bucks didn't beat them, gotten a win over them yet.
Yeah, so people sleeping on the Heat too. I think we're going to get great basketball out of the East, man, so we'll really see how that plays out. All right, man, so let's switch over to the Western Conference. So you have the Los Angeles Lakers, of course, the 1 seed. Los Angeles Clippers, the 2 seed. The Nuggets, the 3 seed. The Jazz, the 4th. Thunder, the 5th. Surprise team, the Thunder. Rockets, the 6th. Mavs, 7. Grizz, 8. Now, Black, we talked about the other 4 teams who are vying for a spot to make the playoffs. Give me your 2 teams. Give me the 2 teams, Black, who are going to go to the Western Conference Finals this year. My guy.
Lakers and Clippers, man. what are we talking about here? That's what we want. That's what we want to see. That's what the people want to see.
Right.
So that's what it need to be. Like, I will be shocked if it's anything different.
You be shocked?
I'll be shocked if it's anything different.
Okay.
I think Houston will put up a good fight. You know, I think they put up a really good fight, depending on who if those the beard and the what they call themselves, the beard shows up and Westbrook shows up. You know, they have tendencies to disappear in big moments. You know, so
Westbrook don't.
In big
moments?
sir, he does in big moments.
Okay.
He
You have to refresh my
disappears.
memory. You have to refresh my memory.
I need to do that.
Okay.
Let's. You want to take it back a little bit to last year
Okay.
against Portland?
Okay.
What was he did in that game 6 when he got closed out? What receiver he found?
Well, Paul George is guarding Damian Lillard.
I'm not talking about one shot. I'm talking about throughout the game.
They went at it, bro.
I'm talking about throughout the game,
They
throughout
were.
the series. Who was the better man? Damian Lillard. All 6 games.
Mm.
When we talking about Russell Westbrook, no, we wasn't.
I disagree with that, but I got you. I disagree with you. Well, go ahead.
But man, I'm excited. Nobody Clippers versus Lakers. That's what we want.
Okay.
Everybody else, hey, good luck to you. Whatever you do, it'll be amazing. But I want the Lakers versus the Clippers.
Of course, the Lakers are in. That's not even nothing to talk about for me. But man,
See, don't do that, man. Don't do that.
it's one team, man. It's one team on here that I think could beat the Clippers before they play the Lakers, if they own, and that's the Rockets. If Westbrook and Harden and all the 3-point shooters that they have are on, bro, they could beat the Clippers, bro. They can, but I'm not gonna pick that. I'm gonna go Lakers. I'm gonna go Clippers in the Western Conference Finals. Lakers, Clippers in the Western Conference Finals. Like Black said, this is what we want to see. The battle lines was drawn over a year ago.
Yeah, they were.
When Kawhi Leonard and Paul George pulled off what they did and they was able to get out there to the Clippers, the Lakers and Anthony Davis and LeBron James, we had what we had. The battle lines were drawn. Battle for LA. You know, we get to play them one more time before the playoffs start. We played them 3 games before, and it's 2-1 Clippers right now. I don't really know how serious the 2 teams are going to take their 4th game because, you know, these guys are really trying to whip their bodies up into shape before we get to the playoffs. But I'm going to go Lakers, and I'm going to go the Clippers. And we're going to talk about the Lakers in just a few minutes because we got some guard issues. We really got some guard issues. And what is the strength of the Clippers in depth?
Elite guard play.
Elite guard play. But we're going to talk about it because they can have all the guards they want. Because you know who we got, Black?
LeBron James. LeBron James.
Okay, in discussion. So we're going to go Lakers and Clippers in the West. I have the 76ers and the Celtics in the East. Black, you got
Boston and Milwaukee in the East, and I got the Lakers and the Clippers in the West.
All right, so let's talk that talk then. Who going to the NBA Finals? Let's talk that talk. Who going to the NBA Finals? Who is representing the West? We can get the West out of the way. Who's representing the West Black in the NBA
The
Finals?
Lakers.
Absolutely. Now, who's representing the East? The more tougher question. Both are tough questions, but we
Hey,
fans.
man,
So.
listen, man. I think it's going to be a great series. But in a Game 7, in Milwaukee.
Ain't no in Milwaukee. It's in Orlando.
Oh, it's
in the bubble.
yeah, in
Everybody
the
on the
bubble.
same floor.
I
It ain't no
forgot
home
about
court.
that.
It ain't no home court.
Oh,
it ain't
man,
no
how did I
travel.
forget about the bubble?
It's AAU style, baby.
Oh,
AAU
man.
style.
Well, if we going AAU style, I got to
Yeah.
go Mr. Kemba Walker and Jason Tatum. Yeah, I got to go Boston Celtics versus the Lakers, man. NBA Finals, man.
Okay. I'm also going to go to Boston Celtics. I'm going to take the Boston Celtics and make it to the NBA Finals this year. I got them knocking off the Philadelphia 76ers in 7 games. And it's going to be Lakers and it's going to be Celtics for the NBA championship this
Well,
year.
let me ask you this, D.
Yeah.
Lakers and Clippers.
Uh-huh.
How many games?
Lakers and 7.
Lakers and 7.
Lakers and 7.
So it's going 7.
Yeah, for sure.
No, D.
No?
We getting them out of here in 6.
I'm not going to be
We
disrespectful.
getting them out of here in 6, bro.
I ain't going to be disrespectful.
What
Because
you mean?
I know who over there.
I know who over there too.
So
bro.
I have to respect him. I ain't gonna disrespect
I'm
Kawhi
not
Leonard.
I'm not
If it was just
bro.
Paul George, I'm like, okay, cool. But I
Bro,
ain't
listen to me,
disrespecting
bro.
Kawhi.
We gonna get them out of here in 6, bro.
And I'm fine with that. I'll pop several beers if that happened in 6 games. I'm cool with you saying that. Don't get me wrong, but I ain't finna be disrespectful. Because I seen what I saw.
How am I being disrespectful saying this?
Kawhi Leonard, man, this is a
Just
most
because
Doc
of Kawhi?
Rivers. Doc Rivers. This is it's a Hall of Fame championship
Listen to me,
coach.
bro. I really don't think they got the antidote for Anthony Davis.
Nice word, antidote.
I don't think they have it.
Okay. I agree with you. No one on their team can guard AD.
That's going to be a problem. I know our guard play might be under par, and
Yeah.
that could be something there. It could
Yeah.
cause a few problems, but
Yes.
Anthony Davis will not be stopped.
Talking that talk.
Do you believe in Montrezl Harrell? Do you believe in him?
Not to stop AD, no,
Not
but he's
to
a nice
stop
player. He's a
He's a nice player, but can he handle Anthony Davis in 7-game series?
If Anthony Davis comes to play, no, he can't.
And then LeBron just gonna be LeBron.
Oh, we know.
He's gonna be LeBron.
No.
And of course we're gonna know the scenario in this: LeBron versus Kawhi.
Yes.
And you know, LeBron's mind is so strong. You got to be mentally. He's gonna pick his spots, like we seen in the last game that they played against him. LeBron picked his spots in that game and knew when he needed to show up and take care of the Clippers.
He did.
That's what we seen.
Absolutely.
And that's the same thing that we're going to see in this bubble.
Absolutely.
The most mentally tough player plays for the Los Angeles Lakers, and his name is LeBron James.
Okay.
So
Kawhi
I'm
makes
saying-
it tough?
yes, Kawhi, he is. I'm not disrespecting Kawhi.
Okay, just
The
make
Clippers
sure.
are tough.
Just so
But I believe Anthony Davis and LeBron James are not going to be able to be stopped. I don't think their guard play going to be able to keep up with that. I don't think they're going to be able to keep up with that. So I'm taking the Lakers in 6-man against the Clippers.
And I'm not upset with that, Black. I'm cool with it. But I'm going to hold down and I'm going to say 7 games, man. I think it's going to be an all-out war between these two teams.
Yeah, for 6 games.
You got champions. You got champions on both sides of the ball. You got a Hall of Fame head coach in Doc Rivers, who has gave LeBron fits, man, anytime that he's coached against him in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So all of that, you got Tyronn Lue, assistant coach. He knows LeBron. I just think it's going to be a chess match between these two, where ultimately, Anthony Davis and LeBron being too much for PG and Kawhi. Because let me tell you something, if we get to Game 7 with these two, if we do, it's going to come down to 4 players. It's going to come down to Kawhi Leonard and Paul George versus Anthony Davis and LeBron James.
And I know who's going to show up.
I do too.
You know the 3 players who's going to show up, D?
I do too.
I don't know about the 4th player.
Okay.
I don't know about him showing up because the last time we see him in the playoff game, he had 8 points.
Who are you talking about?
Paul George,
About
PG, 13, 8
Playoff P.
point, playoff P. 8 points.
All right. So yeah, man. So we repick, man. So me and Black going Celtics, Lakers, you know, to the NBA Finals. So y'all let us know. Smooth. I know you got something to say. You let us know when you hear this show back. You holler at us, Smooth. You let us know who you got going to the NBA Finals as well. Said Freddie Bricks. Y'all holler at us, man. Let us know who you got going to the Finals, man. All right, let's transition to the MVP, Black. The NBA came out and said they're going to stop MVP consideration from March 11th, on March 11th. So that was the last day of the season. They're not going to consider anything in the bubble for MVP racing. Anything, nothing. So it's done. So everything that could have been done has been done if you're going to be named MVP. So there's really two candidates for MVP. I mean, I really can't think. I mean, you could potentially say James Harden might be a distant third candidate, but the candidates are LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Black, who is your MVP this season? Who's going to be the MVP besides some big-time homer?
Come on, man. Like, D, what is there to talk about, man?
It's a conversation.
You know, it's...
Well, Giannis?
Well, D, you have the conversation. There's no conversation over here, bro. There's no conversation over here. Because the last time we seen Giannis, he was bent over, bro, on his back. Come on, bro. That's the last time we seen Giannis in LA getting beat by 20. Come on, bro. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about here, bro.
Okay.
My boy had a 40-piece, bro, on the Bucks last time we seen him, bro.
Okay.
And what did he do every game after that? After that.
He was on a
Think
tear.
about the games. He was on a tear, right? He was on a tear. LeBron James, hands down, MVP.
Okay.
If it's not him, I'm disgusted with the NBA. If it's not LeBron James, I'm disgusted.
Okay.
If we doing it when the season stopped, who was the hottest player when the season stopped on March 11th?
LeBron, easy. LeBron.
Easy.
That's facts. That's not because I'm a fan.
LeBron, man.
Okay.
No question.
Okay. Look, this is a close race because Giannis dominated probably all the way up until the Lakers and the Bucks played in Los Angeles on that Friday night. His stats are the best in the NBA. Like, points per game is up there, blocks, rebounds. Like, his team is the best team in the league. Like, Giannis is having a great season. They embarrassed the Lakers in January and beat them by almost 25 points in Milwaukee. You have to consider that. They came out, they beat the Clippers. They came out and beat the Clippers in LA. They beat all the good teams. You know, Giannis is having a great year. And then when your team is the number one team in the NBA, you got to look at the best player on your team, and they have to be considered as MVP. So I'm giving Giannis Antetokounmpo consideration for MVP. But at the same time, we're turning into the fourth quarter of the season right when the Lakers and LeBron James was really ramping up. I can't really put into words what it was like on that Friday night and that Sunday afternoon in Los Angeles, what we saw from the Lakers. Bron been saying it all year, revenge season. Oh, they say I'm old. Heavy is the crown, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Bron been pacing himself up until that weekend. Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, all of the Colin Cowherd, all these people say, oh, Lakers go 0-2 this weekend. They go 0-2 this weekend. Clippers and Lakers, not a problem. And don't get me wrong, LeBron in year 17 leading the league in assists. LeBron played point guard for half of the year this year. He is the reason why the Lakers have been the number one seed in the West from the time they tipped the ball for the first game of the year to when they stopped the season due to COVID-19. The Lakers have been the number one seed. And we have a 7 to 8 game lead in the West, the toughest conference in my opinion. The East is good, but the West got the better teams, in my opinion. But I seen LeBron play big boy ball and put Giannis in his place on a Friday night in Los Angeles. I seen Bron play big boy ball and put Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in their place in Los Angeles on a Sunday afternoon on ABC. And there was no conversations needed after that because everybody had the reality check. You want to know what their reality check was, Black? The king is still here. And all this all this chatter that was nonsense from the beginning, it was laid to rest. So my MVP of this year is LeBron James. Would I be shocked if Giannis win MVP? No, I won't be shocked.
I would.
I wouldn't be.
I would.
But LeBron James, the last time you seen him and the impact that he had on the game is deafening. So I'm going to go LeBron James, my MVP for the 2020 basketball NBA season. All right, so we'll see how that plays out. All right, but let's talk about our Lakers. Man. We got one in particular type of conversation to talk about, man. I'm not nervous, but I am concerned about what we got going on. And before we do that, let's just pay a little respect.
Home of the greatest franchise in sports, the LA Lakers, and the home of the greatest athlete in the world today, LeBron James, the King. Woo! Woo! Lakers, let's do it.
Yes, sir. Lakers, let's do it. So the Lakers got some guard play issues, man. So we know Avery Bradley opted to not come to the bubble due to his family and his health concerns. No issues there. Avery Bradley, take care of your family and do what's best for you and your family, man. But we lost Rajon Rondo with a broken thumb. Okay, he's out 6 to 8 weeks. And he could be eligible to return if the Lakers, when the Lakers get to the Western Conference Finals. And now all the media have saying how devastating of a blow this is, how the Lakers are in more trouble. Now LeBron is going to be required to do so much more. Now LeBron is going to have to dig deeper and play more minutes. And it could be a disadvantage for the Lakers. This puts the Clippers over the top of the Lakers. So Black, where do you stand with all of the talk about our guard play taking this significant hit, and people are just now, you're starting to hear all the experts put the Clippers over the Lakers. How you feel about that?
This happens every year.
Yeah.
You know, people always find something, man, against LeBron and, whatever team he's playing against. Nothing's never right when LeBron James is involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's never right. But I'm a little concerned about the guard play, but I also know that we have two dogs in Dion Waiters and J.R. Smith that we have on this team.
Wily veterans.
Yes,
sir.
And they could deal with a Patrick Beverly, with the Lou Williams.
Yeah.
They could deal with that.
Yeah.
And LeBron James is just, he leads the league in assists. He's going to do what he needs to do at the point guard position without Rondo being there.
Not to cut you off. LeBron James is league in assists. He's a small forward, by the way. But go ahead. I just want to put it out
He leads
there.
the league in assists, D. He's our point guard. Has been from when ball tipped. He's been that. So, don't get me wrong, I'm going to miss Rondo because Rondo is a tough veteran player. We need that extra toughness playing the Clippers. But I think Dion Waiters, J.R. Smith, LeBron James are going to get it done at that guard position. They're going to find a way to get it done, D. I'm a little concerned, but I'm not like, oh man, this could be bad for the Lakers. No, I'm not there yet.
Look, what have I been talking about all season long? I've been sick of Rondo. Don't get me wrong. Rondo is a wily veteran. He brings an intensity. He's a champion. He's been through the fires in the NBA. But this is one of the. This guy Rondo is the most inconsistent player on the Lakers, in my opinion. There's been several times that Rondo has been out on the floor and just was running something so wild that it just didn't make any sense. To me, when I seen it, don't get me wrong, can we use Rondo? Absolutely. The Avery Bradley loss crushed me.
Yeah.
Because this guy is a hell of a defender, and he was starting to score, man, in his spots. There's a difference with a James Harden. He can score anywhere. LeBron James, anywhere. Anthony Davis, anywhere. But I seen Avery Bradley methodically get to his spots, bro. He was getting the 4 spots on the floor every single time he's scoring. That lets me know he has favor on the floor due to LeBron James and Anthony Davis spacing out the floor. We gonna miss that. J.R. Smith, I love J.R. But J.R. ain't played basketball in almost a year and a half. Dion Waiters, I like Dion Waiters' game, but that boy better have his screws tight when he get down there to Orlando before we tip off. Because we done heard everything but basketball from Dion Waiters. Everything. But we know he can play. But you know who's going to keep this all together? You know who the glue, you know who the gel that's going to keep this engine running? It's LeBron James. And you want to know who's the most slept-on player on the Lakers who nobody is talking about? Alex Caruso. This is a 6'4" point guard who's athletic, who can defend. He's, no disrespect, he's not your regular white basketball player. He's not a spot-up catch and shoot basketball player. He is athletic. He is yamming on your neck. He is speed on the floor. He is blocking shots at the rim. LeBron said it to the media yesterday. Yes, we are going to miss Avery Bradley significantly. Yes, it does not help that we're losing Rondo, but we got Caruso. And the world's going to see his talent. So when LeBron James speaks on another player on his team in that regard, you know what that lets me know? Oh, Caruso ready. Caruso could be the starting point guard of this team.
Yeah.
Because we don't require much for him but to play defense, like he does, and hit the open shots, like I've seen him do. And a lot of people disrespect this man, so don't get me wrong. We're going to miss those two guys, Bradley, and we're going to miss Rondo. But I'm not on the fence of everyone else saying, oh man, the Lakers took a significant blow. No. We got guys who are going to step into these roles, and they know how to play, and we are a team because LeBron's going to have us that way. So am I as concerned as what the media is saying? No, I'm not. I'm not concerned, Black. I just think we're going to be just fine. Just fine. Because these guys know how to play basketball.
And you know what? Like, Quinn Cook, we forget about him too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's a champion.
Yeah.
He's a champion.
Yeah.
He has came in games and made big shots.
Yeah.
He's a shooter.
Shoot the ball.
He can shoot the ball.
And he can defend.
When we need a shot to be made by a guard position, he can make those shots.
And he can defend.
He's going to be the one coming in, giving Caruso a break. And he can handle the pressure. He know what it is to be in big games. He's played in big games. So I don't know what this is about that it's a big loss. Yes, it's a loss.
It is.
But nothing's big. It's not big. It's not big losses. Avery Bradley was really a blow.
Yeah.
But I really think we have some strong, mentally tough defensive guys in J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters.
Facts.
I was just looking at some film with Dion Waiters when they played the Clippers, and he was giving Kawhi problems.
Yeah, because he can score.
Because he can score the ball and defend.
Facts.
So I'm concerned defensively with Avery Bradley not being there, but we'll be okay.
I think we will too.
Like you said, LeBron James is the engine of this team. And don't forget, we potentially have the defensive player of the year on this team in Anthony Davis.
Facts.
He's your defensive leader.
Facts. Facts.
So everything when it comes to defense is going to go through him.
Facts.
So I'm not concerned. All you naysayers, Stephen A., Skip Bayless, whatever y'all saying, shut up. Please. Because when it's all said and done, we're going to be sitting on the throne again.
All right. Well said, Black. I have nothing further to add. Well said. Well said for sure, my mans. All right, so we're going to get into Paul Pierce. Okay. So, of course, Black, I watch a lot of sports TV, listen to a lot of sports radio, and, I'm just scrolling on my phone. I'm just chilling at the house, and who do I see? I see Paul Pierce. But don't get me wrong. He didn't say nothing extremely outlandish. But he did say something that I do have a problem with. Because it's another shot at a player that deserves the recognition that Paul Pierce gave. So I'm going to play this clip, and then we're going to talk about what Paul Pierce and Kendrick Perkins discussed.
I expect special things from him. I mean, he talked about a kid who made one of the biggest leaps in recent memory from a rookie of the year to an MVP caliber player. I mean, he's won every European championship that you can think of, every European MVP that you can think of. So I expect special things from this kid. Clearly, he's special. He's a talent. He's probably, to me, he is the most talented player in the NBA today. And the lights are never too bright for him. So I expect big things out of him come halftime. Listen, P, I'm right there with you. This kid is a stud. One thing about Luka Doncic, you can drop him anywhere in the world. I'm talking about in the hood in Europe, in the hood in the United States at a rec center, wherever it may be, he's going to give you that 28, 9, and 8. And on top of that, guess what? We was talking about Luka in a conversation with two players, Magic Johnson and LeBron James, as one of the best, who's the best 20-year-old to ever play the game. And Luka is in that conversation. Right now, he's a top 5 player in the league. He's an MVP candidate, and I'm right there with Paul. He's one of the most talented guys that is in the NBA today. And with him, he's been playing at a professional level since a teenager. He dominated in the Euro League as a teenager. He won Rookie of the Year, so I expect nothing less but what we've been seeing of him of late, and that's greatness.
All right, so Paul Pierce, Kendrick Perkins, we're discussing Luka Doncic, and Paul Pierce said that Luka Doncic is the most talented player, bar none, in the NBA. Kendrick Perkins kind of second that and say he's a top 5 player, MVP candidate in the league. Okay, let's go back to Mr. Pierce, because I don't really have a problem with Kendrick Perkins saying. Is Luka a top 5 player? I don't think so. I think he's a top 10 player, but I don't think he's a top 5 player right now. But Black, could you answer something for me? Black, who is the most talented? No, that's not it. Black, name me some more talented players than Luka Doncic, because I got a list. Name me some talented players more than Luka Doncic.
We got Russell Westbrook. You got I like Jason Tatum. I like Trae Young. I say Dame Lillard. LeBron James.
Oh God.
Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Oh, I ain't gonna keep going now. That's
no. I'll pile on top.
Okay. LeBron James. I say it again.
Yeah. Kevin Durant. You ever heard of him? A 7-foot.
About him.
Yeah, a 7-foot sniper. You ever heard about it? You ever thought about him? And how much better is Luka Doncic and John Morant right now? Right, I'm talking about right now.
Not that much better.
We got Zion Williamson, correct? Talking about talent, right?
Yeah.
He said talented. We got Zion Williamson, right? So I ain't dissing Luka. This is not what this conversation is, Black. Not dissing Luka. But I'm reading between the lines because we know Paul Pierce and LeBron James do not like each other.
They don't.
We know Paul Pierce pretty much hates LeBron James, pretty much. And this was another shot at LeBron. And there was another commentator who was speaking in this conversation. This commentator said, with all due respect, I'm not an NBA Hall of Famer like you, Paul Pierce. I just covered the game of basketball. But as long as LeBron James is still dribbling, he is the most talented player in the NBA, bar none. Period. So, do you believe Luka Doncic is a top 5 player?
I don't think he's a top 5. I don't think he's a top 5 player yet.
Okay.
The kid is talented.
He's very.
Like Paul Pierce said, and I agree with him on this.
Very.
No, Kendrick Perkins. I take that back. Kendrick Perkins. He's along the lines with LeBron James and Magic Johnson for the best 20-year-old players that ever played in the NBA. He's right there. The kid can do everything. He can do everything on the basketball floor you need him to do at the point guard position.
Facts.
So I wouldn't say that he's a top 5 player yet. I would say probably by next year, then we could probably discuss him as being a top 5 player. He's definitely up and coming, but it's a lot of up and coming guys in the NBA. Ja Morant, Zion Williams. It's a lot of guys that's up and coming. He's not the only talented player in the NBA. He's not.
Facts. I agree with that. I mean, he's a top 10 player in my opinion. Very well within the next season, he could be a top 5 player. Because Luka Doncic is a great young player. He is. This dude is 6'9", 6'10" at the point guard position, got a handle, can shoot and get to the cup. I mean, this dude went blow for blow with LeBron James, man, and didn't back down. I think Bron had 38 and Luka had 39 on that Friday night. And it really came down to Danny Green last-second 3 to win the game for the Lakers on that Friday night. So I ain't dissing at all Luka Doncic. I am a fan. But come on. I don't think he's a top 5 player yet, and he is not the most talented player in the NBA, in me and Black's humble opinions. All right, man, so that's going to wrap up National Basketball Association. We're going to get into the National Football League. Again, we are streaming live right now Fly Socks and Tees, 7, MPN Network, Mr. Al Pete, Reduced Lunch Sports. We are rocking live, man. Let's get into the National Football League. He like that bounce. He got that bounce over there. He thought it was our regular NFL ball. He got that trap. Alright. Let's get into some NFL, man. Let's talk about it. So, Black, we ain't done this in a while. You know what I'm saying? It would be real good to have Freddie Bricks on the show right now, but we got to address the union, man. We got to have a state of the union with the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. There's a certain topic out there that's still a topic, and it's pretty much embarrassing. So, Black, I got one question for you, Black. P, and I hope you can answer this, okay? You probably can't, but I hope you can. Black, why is Yannick Ngakoue still a Jacksonville Jaguar, Black? Amongst reports that there was an NFL team who offered the Jaguars a Pro Bowl talent to trade with for Yannick, and the Jaguars declined this trade. Now, we don't know who the player is or the team, but they declined this trade because the Jaguars said he didn't fit what we had going on, the player. So, Black, talk to me about the Jaguars and Ngakoue still being a part of this team, Black, because training camp is in a couple of days, and he's still a Jacksonville Jaguar.
Be honestly, man, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm at a loss for words, man. I have no clue. This is the times why I need Freddie Bricks.
Ooh, Lord.
Because I really don't know, like, how worse could it get? Like, this guy wants out. He clearly wants out. Jalen Ramsey, you got Jalen Ramsey out of there. Why not get this guy out of here?
Got Paolo out of there.
You value Ngakoue more than you value Jalen Ramsey?
Lord have mercy. Lord.
I really don't know, but if I'm Ngakoue, like, I know I want to be out, but I'm smiling. Like, I can come to camp. I can sign my tender for $17.8 million and come and play one game and sit out the rest of the football games.
Correct.
And still get that cash.
Correct.
If I'm young, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I would do. I'm pretty sure that's what you would do too as well, D, right?
Yeah, so everybody want to be there.
And show them, like, okay, y'all are not going to trade me. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign you a tender, 17.8. I'm going to take that cash. I'm going to come and play one game, maybe have 2 sacks. And then tomorrow, say I got a stomach virus and I'm going to sit out, or I'm sick, or something's going on. I'm not going to show up. We continue down this road every time we talk about the Jag. It's never nothing good.
Never.
It's always bad.
Always.
I'm sick of the bad, D. I'm sick of it. You know the only thing that could bring joy to me with the Jaguars?
Tell me, Black.
That will be drafting Trevor Lawrence with the number 1 pick in the NFL draft.
Yes.
Until then, D, I just don't know what to say. I just sit back and watch and keep my mouth closed until we come here at the sports desk, because I have to talk about it here. But when I'm home sitting on my couch watching TV, I don't talk about the Jags. You know what I'm going to do this season, D, and I hate to say it.
What's that, Black?
I'm going to go purchase me a Lamar Jackson jersey. When I'm at home, I can have something nice to put on when it's football season. The 8 looks real nice.
It does.
It looks really nice, doesn't it, D?
Purple looks good. That purple looks good.
That's what I'm going to do this season until my Jaguars get this under control. Don't force a man to be somewhere where he doesn't want to be. You got rid of Jalen Ramsey. Get rid of him too.
Bingo.
I don't care who the hell it was.
He
can bring his ass here to Jacksonville Jaguar. We can find a place for you, buddy. D,
yes, sir.
it needs to stop. Caldwell, Marone, everyone who's in charge, let's get it together.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like you can't get it together because this guy's still a Jaguar. Let him go. I don't care what it's for, second round or third round.
Just get him out of here.
Just get him out of
Get
here.
some value.
You think you're going to get 2 first-round picks like you did for Jalen Ramsey? You're not going to get that.
Seattle tried to give him a first-round pick. They tried, but they didn't want to take it. They wanted more.
Being greedy. You think you can get the same thing you got for Jalen? You're not going to get that. So, D, like, I'm just at a loss, man. Like, I don't know what to say about this situation because it's getting drawn out now. It's getting drawn out. The only positive thing in this whole thing with Yannick and the Jaguars is the $17.8 million
For him.
on the tag for him.
For him.
That's the only positive.
For him.
There's no other positive in this, D.
Yeah. Look, this is the Jaguars are a laughing stock. This is embarrassing. Teams are getting ready to report to training camp, and the Jaguars have a player who doesn't want to be there, and he's been vocal about it for almost a year. He has verbally taken shots at Tony Khan on Twitter. He is just blazing through the Jaguars front office, laughing at him, taking shots at him. I don't know about you, Black, but I can't talk about my employer on a social network and still expect to have a job. I think they would try to say, hey, what can we do to move D? But for some reason, the Jaguars thinking Yannick Ngakoue is going to come through and be like, oh, man, I'm ready to be a Jacksonville Jaguar again. No, this is a joke. Just due to the mere fact that a team wanted to trade a Pro Bowl to Jacksonville to take Yannick Ngakoue off your hands and you simply said he didn't fit. This is football. He got to fit somewhere. It's 3 sides of the ball. Offense, defense, special teams.
We will find someone for you, bro.
He a Pro Bowler. So come on, Jaguars, man. This is ridiculous, man. Sooner or later, we're going to have Freddie Briggs back in here.
Oh,
and
man.
y'all know what time it is when Fred get in here. He
Oh,
starts
man.
talking about them Jaguars. Hide your kids. Turn down the volume in your car. Put your headphones
Fred, we
on.
need you
'Cause
badly.
It's going to
Badly.
be absolutely disgusting, the things Freddie Briggs has to say about the Jacksonville Jaguars. Everybody else is getting ready for camp. You got guys getting money. You got everybody talking good things about their football team. But you know who ain't? Again, it is Duval's Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, so we're going to move on because we don't want to spend that much time there. So, Black, I have something to do right here, man. I got a rant I need to go on. Dak Prescott. He was not able to sign a long-term deal with the Dallas Cowboys. He'll be playing on a franchise tag this year. It's $31-point-something million, but it's not guaranteed money. Dak Prescott was not afforded the luxury of a new contract this year. So, Black, if you don't mind, I'm going to go on a little rant here. Now, in my lifetime, watching the National Football League, when teams get a quarterback who produces, and when I say produce, I'm talking about winning games, division titles, keeping your team competitive week in and week out for years. And when it's time for this quarterback to be awarded, when it's time for this quarterback to get a new contract, that quarterback is afforded the new contract. I have never, ever, ever seen a Rookie of the Year, an Offensive Rookie of the Year. I've never seen a 2-division winner in the 4 seasons that he's been playing, playoff wins under his belt. I've never seen a quarterback not be rewarded. I got a guy here like Kirk Cousins who made $90 million fully guaranteed on a contract from the Minnesota Vikings. That's what my eyes saw. I just saw Patrick Mahomes get $500 million. I always see the franchise quarterback of NFL teams get paid. I watch Blake Bortles get a $50 million guaranteed contract from the Jacksonville Jaguars. I see this all the time. I watch Nick Foles come to the Jaguars and get $90 million. But I'm going to go on and say it. When you got a guy like Dak Prescott who knows his worth, and he's provided for Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, and the Dallas Cowboys, he gets pissed on? Now, the only reason Cameron Newton, Michael Vick, you see where I'm going here, don't you? Mm-hmm. Black quarterbacks, these two athletes, and Michael Vick and Cameron Newton, they are unreal athletes. They can do things that nobody else in the world can do physically. Mm-hmm. Dak Prescott is not those guys athletically. But you know what Dak Prescott is? He's a winner. You know why Lamar Jackson gonna get $500 million? Because he can do things that no one else in the world can do. But Dak Prescott is a winner. But he can't get paid. So God forbid, and I'm knocking on wood, that if Dak Prescott gets injured this season and he can't play, he doesn't get money. The Dallas Cowboys just severed their relationship with Dak Prescott. This will be the last year that Dak Prescott is in a Dallas Cowboy uniform. Because Jerry Jones and the Jones family don't value this brother and everything that he brought to this team. So to me being a Dallas Cowboys fan, I'm watching my team gamble away a franchise quarterback. And we're going to have to start over. Because Dak Prescott can easily be the next quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts next season. And wouldn't that be a fit? With that offensive line, that young running back, those young wide receivers, and that stout defense that they have in Indianapolis, wouldn't you think that'd be a good fit for Dak Prescott? But I'm sorry. Why can't he be a good fit for the Dallas Cowboys with the most explosive offense in the NFL right next to the Kansas City Chiefs? This is disgusting and it's despicable. And I hope Dak Prescott makes Jerry Jones and the Cowboys pay. Because this is what I really want to happen. And I ain't just saying this because I'm a fan. I hope the Cowboys get to the Super Bowl this year. I hope the Cowboys break every offensive record in the books this year. I hope we are just clicking like we have never seen the offense click before. And it's only for one reason. It don't got nothing to do with me being a fan. I want to see Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones eat their words. I want to see them bow down to Dak Prescott. And I want to see them beg him to stay. And I want to see them give him a $500 million contract. That's what I want to see. So it saddens me that a franchise quarterback is playing on the tag. And he ain't getting guaranteed money. He not getting what's due to him. Shame on you, Jerry Jones. Shame on you, Stephen Jones. And whoever the hell else last name Jones, shame on you. That's pretty much all I got today. All right, but let's transition, man, to the Washington football team. There's a lot of craziness going on out here.
Yeah, man.
The Washington football team has been forced to change their name because of the Titans, their sponsors, FedEx, Nike, Target, Walmart. They all told the Washington football team, hey, we pulling all your merchandise if you don't change that team name. We pull it. And Daniel Snyder said for years, Black, I will never, ever, ever change this name of this football team. But when that money started talking, that means he started to listen. Mm-hmm. So now the Redskins are in a position to, change their team name. But that's not what we're here to talk about today, Black. Because we all know that's going to be coming down the hatch pretty soon. We are here to talk about the 15 claims of sexual harassment inside of the Washington football team's organization. Daniel Snyder thought he had one problem, but he got a whole bigger problem on his hands now. So, Black, what do you think about the debacle of the Washington franchise in the NFL?
Listen, man, Dan Snyder, if you so happen to hear this.
You just so happen to hear this.
Just sell the team, man.
Yeah.
Just sell the team.
Yeah.
Like, it's some really rich brothers out here that would love to have the Washington Redskins.
The Washington football team.
Oh, the Washington football team. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The Washington football team. I'm pretty sure we can get a group of brothers together to buy the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, like Puff. Let Puff Daddy be the owner.
Like, this is sickening. This is sickening. Like, from the name to the sexual harassment claims, 15 of them.
Yep.
Like, Dan Snyder, what are you doing?
He ain't doing nothing.
Obviously, like DJ said, you're not doing a damn thing. Like, this saddens me, man, that this is going on behind closed doors. And I'm happy that it came out.
Me too.
Because people hate Dan Snyder so much. They want to see him gone.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the icing on the cake for it.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm looking for in the next couple of weeks here or the next couple of months?
What's that, Black?
Dan Snyder selling this team. Like you say, a Puff Daddy, a Jay-Z, somebody buying an NFL team.
I love it.
Because this needs to stop in sports. This needs to stop. Owners of football teams thinking they can do what they want to do to women, or it's my way or the highway, or if you want to work for me, you got to come do this. No, that's not the way this works. We need Dan Snyder going. NFL commissioner, listen, open your ears. Roger Goodell, there's something going on here that's not right.
Yep.
Dan Snyder needs to be bought out or whatever it is.
Yep.
And that team needs to be sold to someone else.
ASAP, no Rocky.
It has to stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think the only logical solution to this is a clean house in Washington. Daniel Snyder has came out and said, oh, he's not selling the team. But I'm sorry, I don't think Daniel Snyder gets to make this call. I think Roger Goodell and the other NFL owners got to look at what kind of black guys on the Washington football team. And how is this going to help the NFL? It's simply not. The NFL doesn't want to deal with drama. They don't want to deal with anything. You see how they poorly handled the Colin Kaepernick situation. They can't get that right to save their life. I think it's super simple to solve the Colin Kaepernick situation, but they can't do that. So I don't know how they're going to be able to handle the Washington team situation, but they need to do something. They need to get fixed. You can't have 15 claims of sexual harassment. You can't have these women all on CNN telling their stories about how they've been sexually harassed. You can't have that. The National Football League can't have that. And Jerry Jones, and Bill Belichick, and all of these owners in the NFL, you know what? One thing that you just can't absolutely mess with, they money. You can't mess with my money. Because you see what happened to Sterling in the NBA when he started talking that crap.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA owner said, oh, he got to go.
Yeah, you got to get up out of here.
Yeah, Richardson, the former owner of the Carolina Panthers, when he came out with his racism and his sexual harassment claim. Them boys, not Belichick, but the owner for the Patriots. Kraft, Mr. Kraft. Them boys were like, hey, gotta go. Get him out of here. Sell the team. And that's what happened. So the NFL, they gonna have to make a move here.
Oh, yeah.
Because not only is the nickname on the way out, I think the owner, Daniel Snyder, need to be on the way out too. I think the Washington franchise need a whole new look. They need a breath of fresh air. Go ahead and let Puff Daddy and Jay-Z buy the team. Let Puff and Hov buy the team. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Alright, so let's go ahead and transition into a little video gaming. We got the Madden 2020 ratings. We started talking about this last week. And Black, I don't know about you, but I love to see the players' reactions. I love to see their reactions.
I do too, yeah.
These boys be pissed off. Did you see Kyler Murray when he was on ESPN?
I seen him.
That boy said, I thought that was a joke when I seen it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so
I agree.
Pretty funny stuff, man. So let's start off with these wide receivers, because I have a problem here with these wide receivers. So are we ready, Black?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm just going to call them out until we get to the top 5. You got Keenan Allen at number 10. You got OBJ at number 9, both 91s. Mike Evans, 92. Stephon Diggs, 92. Number 7 and 8. Amari Cooper at 93. Number 6. Devontae Adams, 94. At number 5. Tyreek Hill, 96 at number 4. Julio Jones, a 97 at number 3. DeAndre Hopkins, 98 at number 2. And Michael Thomas, 99 overall, and he is touted as the best receiver on this game. Black, do you have any objections to this list?
I kind of learned something over the past few days about this league.
Okay.
They based this off of what you did the previous year, correct? That's what they're basing this off of?
Yes, yes.
The video game of what you do the previous year, correct?
Yes.
It's no way in hell Julio Jones should be a 97. No way.
What should it be?
A 99.
Oh, okay.
A 99.
Okay.
DeAndre Hopkins. A 99.
Yes. Yes.
So we only giving 99s out to the guys who had good years last year?
Yeah.
That's the only thing we're doing?
Yeah.
I do not understand. I guess I need to start playing Madden to really get what you did and start playing Madden a little bit. You know, I always got whooped on the sticks when we played each other in Madden. So I need to really look at this and see, because I'm not understanding how you can base this off of 1 year.
Right.
No. You need to be based off a body of work.
Yeah, the player.
And Julio Jones and DeAndre Hopkins are 99s.
Yes, they are.
You find a way to give Aaron Donald a 99 every year.
Yes, you do.
It's a reason why you give him a 99 every year.
That is factual.
He's the best defensive player
That is facts.
in the NFL.
That is facts.
You know what Julio Jones is?
What's that?
The best receiver in the NFL and has been.
That is factual.
So these Madden ratings, I'm kind of like, I kind of stopped looking at them for a little bit. You know, when you send them to me when we're preparing for the show, I'd be like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Like, only one receiver can be a 99? Only one defensive back can be a 99? Only one quarterback can be a 99? No! I disagree.
Yeah.
Maybach music.
Listen, bro. Like, what is this? How is Julio Jones a 97? I'm with you, man. You got the same beats. I also don't like OBJ at a 91. I also don't like Mike Evans at a 92. Amari Cooper at a 93 probably is sitting right. But I don't know. I think Hopkins, Thomas, and Jones should be 99 overall. Why not give them to these guys? What's the real reason? The one thing about these Madden guys, they don't really come out and tell you why these guys was rated where they were. They just make the list and they throw it out, and the whole sports world just goes crazy about it. And it's crazy to me. I'm sitting here thinking, I sat there and I thought to myself, what reasons can I say that Julio Jones is not a 99? I couldn't come up with one. What reason is DeAndre Hopkins not a 99? I couldn't come up with a reason why he's not a 99. Just like Lamar Jackson. Why the hell is Lamar Jackson not a 99 overall? Does anybody know?
But you want to know something, D?
What's that?
When you go to his route running is a 99, his speed is a 99, but he's not a 99 overall?
That's crazy.
So you give a guy 99s in certain things that he could do on the football field, but not a 99 overall.
It's crazy.
I don't understand it.
It's crazy. It's crazy, Black. It's crazy. So transition out there, we're going to go into the 99 club. No. Before we get to the 99 club, let's talk about these defensive backs. I know you had some juice over these defensive backs. And I'm looking at this list too, and I got some heat too. So the top 10 players on this list, you got Pat Peterson, Darius Slade, Byron Jones, Marlon Humphrey, Casey Hayward, Tre'Davious White, Jair Alexander, Richard Sherman, Jalen Ramsey, and Stephon Gilmore, 99. Ramsey was a 94, Sherman a 92, Tre'Davious White a 90, and I know you got beef with Casey Hayward being an 89. So Black, talk to me about what you got going on there, sir.
Listen, bro. Casey Hayward has no reason to be an 89.
Okay.
None whatsoever.
All right.
You dissing him, putting him at number 7.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm a fan, so I don't care what you say.
Uh-huh.
Casey Hayward is one of the top cornerbacks, defensive backs in the league. And he's definitely not an 89. I would give him 94, 95 range.
Mm-hmm.
But an 89? This is disrespectful. And this whole 99 thing, man, I'm not. Stephon Gilmore is a great player, defensive player of the year.
Right.
First defensive player to win the award since Charles Woodson.
Defensive back, yeah.
Defensive back. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
defensive back to win it since Charles Woodson.
Mhm.
Kudos to him. Great year. Great year. Is Stephon Gilmore that much better than Jalen Ramsey?
No, he's not that much better. No.
So why isn't no? I'm a fan. I'm a Jalen Ramsey fan, even though he doesn't play for the Jaguars anymore. But he's talented and he's potentially the best 1-2 corner in the league.
Yeah.
And why is he a 94?
It's crazy.
A 94?
It's crazy. It's
He
crazy.
should easily be a 98.
Easily.
Easily. Or a 99. Shoot.
Yeah.
He's the best defensive back in the league.
Facts. Facts.
Tre'Davious White, a 90. Come on, man. If we basing this off of last year, he should be a 99.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
The kid balled out last
He
year.
did. He probably.
He balled out last year. This is what we basing Madden off years previous, right?
Yeah. He probably was
He could be a 98, 99.
I agree.
He could be up there.
I agree.
But you get from a 90.
I agree.
What did you see anything that he did wrong last year?
Nah, I agree. Tre'Davious actually have been a 98, 99. I agree.
Man, y'all gotta stop this, man, with this man stuff, man. Y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all have to, man. Stop disrespecting Casey Hayward. Stop disrespecting Tre'Davious White. Stop disrespecting Jalen Ramsey. These guys are not 90, 94, and an 89 for Casey Hayward. 89. Dude, we could do better than this, man. We can do better than this.
Yeah, I totally agree.
They need to allow me and you to get the ratings on these players, man.
Yeah, so the boys gonna be on our neck.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
this is disgusting, man. Like, shout out to Stephon Gilmore, man. But like,
Yeah, he deserves
come
it.
on, you're not the only defensive back that should be a 99. Like, Jalen Ramsey has to be a 99.
Yeah, I agree with Gilmore being a 99. I agree Ramsey should be a 99 as well. I don't know how Richard Sherman. Now, is Richard Sherman a 92 overall? Okay.
Definitely not.
But I'm just saying, like, but he's not a better defensive back than Alexander or White. They have better years than Sherman. Sherman started off strong, but boy, if you go back and look at the second half of the season in the
Well, that
playoff
Super
game,
Bowl.
that boy was getting hit. That
Well,
boy
that
was
Super
able to get that
Bowl.
boy out of here, boy. So I'm not really sure about that. I think Darius Slay is ranked too low. Like at an 88. Like Darius Slay was arguably the best corner in the league just 2 years ago.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think he rated too low. And then Pat Peterson, I think he rated too low. If Richard Sherman a 92, how the hell is Pat Peterson an 88? I don't understand that. To me, they on the same level. Now, the Marlon Humphrey kid, he should have been a 90 just as long as Casey Hayward should have been in the 90s as well. But I think this is the most this list is the most that is off to me. Like the gap, you saying Gilmore, the number one ranked corner, is a 99, and then Pat Peterson is an 88. I don't think the gap is that large.
It's not.
Maybe we missing something.
So, what did you say you thought Casey Hayward was?
I give him a 90.
A 90? Dude, Alright, man. We're gonna have to talk, man. We gotta talk about that. So he's a 90, dude.
I got him
A 90?
I got him a 90, bro. I got him a 90. But yeah, okay. Alright, man, so let's go wrap up our NFL talk, man, our Madden talk. You know, y'all let us know what y'all thought about the Ravens, man. So right now, me and Black are watching live. We failed to mention this. Watching Extreme Rules, the horror show on the WWE Network. And they got some interesting matches that we're going to be looking forward to. We're going to talk at a later date. But we're going to get our wrestling correspondent, PJ Darrell, to give us some outlooks on what he thinks on the wrestling landscape in a future show. You know, so we'll have PJ on in a little while to talk a little bit of wrestling. But speaking of wrestling, Black, let's not be disruptive. Let's play a wrestling thing before we talk about what the boys got going on out there. Let's see what we got. Let's see, just off the top. Oh, you know about All right. Shout out to the Godfather and everybody who was out there on the whole train. All right, man. So Black, the Bleacher Report, they put out an interesting dialogue. We're gonna have a special edition show in the next probably the next 2 weeks. We're gonna do a special episode. We're gonna have PJ in here talking about wrestling. So Black, I'm gonna run down the categories that we're gonna be talking about because I got a lot of issues with these categories, man. So on Monday they did the greatest WWE Championship matches ever. Okay. Tuesday they did the worst WWE title reigns of all time in the last 20 years. Excuse me. On Wednesday they did the best women's WWE title reigns in the 20 teens. And on Thursday they did who are the WWE and WCW's top tag team champions. That's gonna be an interesting list. And on last Friday, they did who is the ultimate WWE champion. So we're going to break down all 5 of those categories on a future episode of Special Edition. And I thought this was interesting, man. So, you know, we're not going to talk about it, but just off first glance, what did you think about some of the stuff you've seen regarding these topics?
Some of them was, I don't know, D, like, the tag team one, that was really tough to me because there's a lot of good tag teams.
Facts.
When we was coming up, man, like it was a bunch of them. You know, it's not how it is now. You know, it's just a few, and then it's everybody else.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
And the Ultimate Champion. You know, I think everyone knows who my Ultimate Champion is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but that's a good one as well.
Yeah.
But the worst WWE reigns and. It's been a lot of those. It's been a lot. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but do we really remember the worst ones?
I do.
I really don't. I really don't. Like that goes to show how bad it probably was. I don't remember like the worst champion of the WWE. I don't. But I'm interested for us to get into this D and dig deep and see what's what about this. Because these are some good topics.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I look forward to it, man. It's gonna be a special edition episode. So we're gonna run through all 5 of those of categories that Bleacher Report did. And I just want to shout out Bleacher Report. They've been rolling, you know, with the wrestling nostalgia, man. And I'm a hip hop head, and I'm really into rap. And just want to shout out Griselda real fast, man. Just want to shout out them boys, Conway, Westside Gun, Benny the Butcher, man. Them boys big wrestling fans too. And they throw in those classic wrestling promos, man, into the music, man. And I just love it. I just love it that we're not the only creatures of life discussing nostalgic wrestling conversations, man. So we're going to have a good time talking about that, man. So all our Undertaker fans. He put out a bonus episode of The Last Ride. So you can go on the WWE Network, and this episode is really going to be The Undertaker talking about all of his personal favorite matches, his personal favorite moments in his career. We've never really seen The Undertaker really just be more this personal, you know what I'm saying, outside this documentary. We've never seen it. So Undertaker's really giving the fans the treat. He's going to say who his greatest match was against, who he hated wrestling against. Like, he's going to be really just pouring out, you know, just his personal experience and talking to us in a way that, you know, we've never been able to hear from him before. So that episode is available right now on the WWE Network. You can go check it out. Like I said, we got Extreme Rules Horror Show playing in here while we're doing the show. So there's a couple matches that we waiting on, man. We waiting to see how the Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler match plays out. I believe we may have a new WWE champion tonight with Dolph Ziggler. We're looking forward to Sasha Banks and Asuka. I believe we have a new Raw Women's Champion tonight. And then we got the Swamp match. And me and Black was talking about it before the show, and it just clicked. So Bray Wyatt's the hottest character in WWE or in wrestling right now, in my opinion. So he's going through all... Okay, I don't want to spoil it. So he's on his second phase of his character going against Braun Strowman, the SmackDown champion. The Universal SmackDown champion. He is on the second stage. And me and Black have figured out what the WWE is doing. So Braun Strowman is going to go through all 3 of these phases. And it's going to be interesting to see how this swap match plays out tonight. and we'll talk about that at a later date. So me and Black, we got, like I said, Extreme Rules Horror Show playing right now. You got Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio in the eye for an eye match getting down right now in the Performance Center in Orlando. All right, man, so we're going to get into some other news, man, and we're going to wrap it up, man. We're going to wrap up this episode of Sports Set. So, like I've been saying all episode long, Fly Socks and T7, streaming live right now, NPN Network, Mr. Al Pete. We're so grateful and honored to be a part of this digital festival, man. Fly Socks and T7. Go to the NPN Network and check out all the wonderful content, man. All of the podcasts, all the musicians, all the music, the rappers, the bios that he's doing, you know, for photographers and artists, all alike, man. You know, Mr. LP has a glorious platform, and we are fortunate just to be a part of it, man. And it's just so dope that we are being handpicked to help bring in Fly Socks and Tees. All right. So we're gonna do some other news, man. Like I said, man, we're gonna get out of here. So let's get going. Sorry for the music. All right, Black. We got some paper being thrown around in the National Football League, Black. We got some boys getting their money in the NFL. Let's talk about a couple of these deals. I think the biggest one over the past week outside of Pat Mahomes, the Cleveland Browns are giving Myles Garrett a $125 million contract. And what's the beauty of this thing, Black? He got $100 million guaranteed.
God.
Amazing deal.
That was shocking.
That wasn't to me.
That was shocking to me.
It wasn't to me. You got the former #1 overall pick getting his due. I think he had like 2 deals, another year left on his deal. But the Browns went ahead
and locked him up.
And they took care of him, all right?
$100 million guaranteed.
$100 million guaranteed, man. We talking about that big money. All right, we got, who else we got? We got Jones out of the Chiefs. What's his first name? Christian Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs getting a $85 million contract. I believe he's getting $50 million guaranteed out of the deal. Nice money for Jones. Oh, hell, any type of million is a nice money, man.
Yeah.
But he's getting $50 million guaranteed. And I guess the 49ers and George Kittle have possibly started conversations of a contract extension. That's going to be interesting. With Kittle and Kelsey, their deals are coming to both of them. So it's going to be interesting who is going to be the highest paid tight end in the National Football League.
Receiving money.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes, okay? All right, also, the big man, Yuli's own. That's where you're from, right? Yulee?
Yeah.
Yulee, Florida. Derrick Henry got his money. He is a top 5 paid running back in the National Football League. I believe he got a $50 million guaranteed dollars. And
$22.5 million guaranteed.
$22.5 million guaranteed. So Derrick Henry got his money.
I was a little upset with that.
Why's that?
I just think, man, Christian McCaffrey, don't get me wrong, he's Mr. Do-It-All, but Derrick Henry led the league in rushing. And Christian McCaffrey got $60 million.
So you want to know why else he got that, right? You know why. Why.
Well,
first, hold on, like you can't piss on that.
I'm not pissing on him, D. I'm not pissing on him, but he's more what?
He's a Swiss Army knife.
He is, D.
He does so much more for his team than Derrick Henry, bro. Special teams, first team All-Pro, running back, first team All-Pro. He catch out the backfield. He was a Carolina Panthers whole offense last year, bro.
Okay.
I don't got no problem with McCaffrey getting more money than Henry. I don't. He a Swiss Army knife.
I think it should be about the same.
You crazy.
Honestly, I think it should be about the same.
First team All-Pro in 2 different spots. You got to honor that.
Because he got to do it all. I understand that. But Derrick Henry led the league in rushing last year.
Right.
He literally carried the Tennessee Titans on his back to the playoffs.
But McCaffrey did more than Henry.
And did what? Did he make the playoffs?
Come on, they ain't running backs. They running backs. They ain't quarterbacks. Black, don't do that.
What we just talking about last week with Derrick Henry?
Black, don't do that.
What did we just talk about?
These are running backs. They don't touch the ball. He went out deep. They don't touch the ball every play.
Then he had 2 games where he rushed for over 200 yards.
So let me get this straight.
He touched the ball 30 plus times.
So let me get this straight.
In both games.
No. Let me just ask you this. Because I ain't got a problem with none of this here. You want to tell me Derrick Henry deserves the same money as Christian McCaffrey?
I felt like his deal was a little undervalued, bro.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
I think it was just a little. Yeah, I'm not even going to sit here and say it should have been more, but it has to be up there in top 3, top. It has to be up there. Zeke is highest paid running back in the league.
Okay.
He has to be in the top 3. He has to be D.
Okay, well, I mean, I feel you on that. But I'm going to argue that Christian McCaffrey spot all day because he just does way more than Derrick Henry does for his team. First team All-Pro, 2 different spots, man. I mean, how we not going to look at that?
And Henry should have had one of them first team All-Pro slots. Let the leader rushing. And carried his team to the playoffs on his back until AFC Championship game.
He won first team?
Who? Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
No. Christian McCaffrey got him in 2 positions.
Oh, okay. Well. It
shouldn't have been like that.
Well, hey, he got his money. Derrick Henry is not playing on the franchise tag for a running back. He's $22.5 million richer. Salute to you, Derrick Henry. All right, last night we had UFC Fight Night, man, and the Bantamweight Championship was on the line, and we got crowned a new champion. There was no difference from the first time these 2 fought. Matter of fact, it was even worse. So you had Joseph Benavidez getting his brains absolutely beat in by Francis Forgado. Sorry for butchering your name, Brazilian. I'm really sorry about that. But he is the new 125-pound flyweight champion. Joseph Benavidez, man. I really hurt for him because that was his last shot.
Yeah, that was. I feel bad, man. Most wins in flyweight history. His accuracy and his accuracy with punching and kicks and submissions, like just top notch, man. This guy will not get another shot.
He won't.
Another crack at it, you know,
won't.
and that's sad, man.
Yeah, Bigger Radu is the real deal. Now we know we butchering his name, but I don't see nobody else in that flyweight division doing anything with this dude. The power that he possesses at 125 is scary. He really did a number on Benavidez. All right, man. All right, man. So that's pretty much gonna wrap up everything today, Black. You know what I'm saying? It was well, before we get out of here, man, we probably got a few more minutes. Let's just talk about RL Sports, man. Let's just talk about it, man. So, me and you are, a lot of people know, if you don't know already, me and Black have been brothers. We're childhood friends since we were knee high. We've always talked sports. We've been together with so many sporting events that have happened, man, from basketball to football to wrestling to MMA to boxing. We've seen and experienced a lot of things, man. And with me being a part of the Reduced Lunch podcast, you know, and I always shout Fred out for this, we talk sports here and there on the podcast, here and there. But we realized that we didn't really want to take a lot from the Reduced Lunch podcast talking about a lot of sports because we know it can get out of control once you start talking about sports. And then Fred had the brilliant idea to do a spinoff show. And he, me and him talked about it, and Fred was like, "Hey man, what you think about, doing a sports show?" And I said, "Man, that'd be dope, man. I think we can really do something like that." And I had never been in the position to do anything with running a podcast or anything, but I am a creator, and I've been a creator. I'm a photographer, and I've done music in my past, so I know what it's like being behind the wheel of something. And we came together one day, man, and we did the pilot episode. We were supposed to do a show, and Brian and PJ couldn't make it to this particular show. And Fred was like, "Bro, let's just shoot the pilot. Let's just do a sports show real quick. Let's just shoot the pilot. Let's just take advantage of the time." And we did that. And right after we was done with the show, the whole time we were doing the show, I said, "Bruh, Black need to be in here. We got to get him in here." And Fred was like, "Call him." So as soon as we was done with the show, I was in my car. I called Black, and I said, "Hey, bruh, let me holler at you, man. I got an idea, and I think you need to be on here with your boy, man." And then the next week we did the first episode, and we never looked back. So here we are, man, 67 episodes in. I'm just so happy that I get the opportunity to do this with my best friend, my main man, my right-hand man. Like, we get to do this week in and week out. This is a passion. This is a genuine love that we have for one another, man. And we take it seriously to try to put out a great product, man. So doing this here, man, week in and week out, I would rather not be with nobody but with Black, my right-hand man. So I'm glad that we are able to do this. So Black, how's Reduced Lunch Sports? And what it means to you? How's it been a part of your life over these past almost year and a half now?
Yeah, man, for me, man, it's and I told you this, and listeners, I told our listeners this as well on the show. It's just been a blessing for me, man. It's been a blessing to be a part of this show. Fred and you coming up with the idea to bring me in, man, and do something different out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know, I was just so used to talking to my best friend or a couple of different friends, man, about sports, but not sitting in front of this mic and, you know, talking about sports, just like we sitting at home, you know, and
Yep.
I can remember the first episode, man, I was so nervous. I was so nervous.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta go back and listen to those old episodes and listen to me now. Like, I feel like I'm well seasoned now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know I still can grow, man. But I'm very, very appreciative of Fred D for having me be a part of this dream. What we trying to do, what Fred is trying to do, what D is trying to do. I'm happy to be a part of it. We are doing big things. Shout out to LP, Fly Socks and Tees, like everything that's going on, man. I really see a lot happening with this, man, and I'm happy to be along, and I'm thankful and I'm blessed, and all the way to the top, man. That's what I tell D. We going to the top, and we ain't gonna stop, bro.
To
We
the
ain't
top.
stopping. We ain't stopping. LP, Fly Socks and Tees, we all the way. We going to the top, no matter what. We ain't gonna be stopped, and it's a blessing, man, that God seen this to be fit, and I'm very appreciative of me having the opportunity to do this with my brother. No, my brother. We ain't best friends. This is my brother. From the womb, we was destined to be friends. From our mother's womb, it was only a matter of time before we met. And
Yep.
God seen fit for us to be best friends as little boys, coming up through our whole life.
Yeah.
And us sitting here talking to these mics to y'all, this is what we do off the mic. The same thing y'all hear every week. We do this off the mic when we with each other.
Facts.
So man, yeah, it's just a blessing, and I'm happy, man, that the way everything is going, man, it's only up from here.
Definitely, man. Very, very excited to hear from you. So we got a lot more coming from the sports desk. So like I said, man, we're gonna be putting out some more visual content. We're gonna be going to the YouTube. Me and Black gonna be doing like a little different spin for the sports show. So it's gonna be totally separate from the podcast. So you'll start to see those segments very, very, very soon, man. From me and Black, we're very excited to get that going, man. So let's say you can make sure you catch us on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, on the Reduced Lunch, and on the NPN Network. Please check out the NPN Network because it's a different look. You know, you can click the link and you can listen to your show, but if you go to the NPN Network, there's a bio there. It's beautifully done. The links are at the bottom. And then you might lead your way to somebody else who was super dope on that platform as well. So check us out on the NPN, man. So that's going to be it, man. We're going to wrap it up, man. So like I said, this has been a live stream. It was real fun. Real dope to do. Had LP in the building holding us down. And Fly Socks and T7, man. Y'all continue to listen out for it. So Twitter, Instagram, go to NPN Management on Instagram, NPN Management on Twitter. You can click all the links to all of the panels, all of the live podcasts. Y'all check it out, man. This is something big in Jacksonville. You don't really see this, man. You got a community of people, community of creators who have come together and done something dope like this, man. So y'all please check it out, okay? So once again, I'm your man's Dedrick L. Hicks Jr., one of your favorite sportsologists, man.
And this your man Black, one of your favorite sportsologists. Man, y'all hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at BlackNL3. Man, y'all hit me up, man.
Yes, sir. You can find me at Dedrick_Hicks_Jr. on the Instagram and the Twitter. All right, so y'all hit me up, man. Y'all talk to us. Y'all check us out on Reduce on Sports as well. And shout out everybody who's been paying attention to the YouTube show that I got there, the Show and Tell a Secret Conversation. I really appreciate all the views, all the support, all the comments. I really, really appreciate it. I'm really excited for this show that's dropping this week, man. I got a whole nother look and flow going with this show, man. So I'm really excited to see what y'all think about it coming this week. All right, man. So y'all stay safe. Wash your hands. 6 feet distance. COVID is still out here. Take care of yourself, man. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just looking out. All right. So y'all be cool, man, and we'll catch y'all another time.
Biggest lines that I've ever heard of in my whole life.
Midnight music.
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
You're listening to the sports show.
And it's producing our sports, man. Come on now.